mis amores, hello lovelies. As you can see from the title, today's readings are to provide you with insights, inspiration, ideas as to what could be your purpose in life. This is specifically for those of you that you want a purpose, you feel like you want to contribute, you feel like you're meant for something bigger, but you don't know what it is. Or perhaps you are feeling lost in life. So I'll be looking into what your energy is, what your talents are, how you are unique, and how you can actually contribute to humanity. But for those of you that already know what your purpose is and you're striving for a certain mission in life, then perhaps this reading could provide you with confirmation that you're on the right path. So now, as you can see here, we've got 6 decks. Deck number 1 with Third Eye Tarot, deck number 2 with Shadowscapes, deck number 3 with The Wild Unknown, deck number 4 with White Sage Tarot, deck number 5 with Sun and Moon, and deck number 6 with Star Spinner. So take a moment to breathe in and breathe out, so that you can pick intuitively with what you're feeling and the option you pick resonates closest to your life and touches your heart. Then, once you have decided, check out the pinned comment or description of today's video to click on the timestamp of the option you picked, so the video will fast forward itself to your message. If you're completely new to tarot, or perhaps you might have heard of it before, I'd first like to start by saying that it is not what you might expect. It is simply just one of the many tools that can provide confirmation, encouragement, and guidance in our unique life paths. Not all who claim to be light workers are on a conscious path of ascending humanity, but we must be responsible for what information we absorb in our own life choices amidst the possibilities presented to us. I believe divine awareness is meant to elevate us, but also not bypass painful truths. Grounded spirituality is key to living our most aligned reality. That is why I try my best to communicate kindly while remaining honest and easily understood. In addition to tarot cards, I also use oracle cards and channeling through writing, smoke, music, paint, and small items with the intention to connect with God, angels, a few ascended masters, and spirit guides of love. Hey there, Group 1. This is your reading if you picked the Third Eye Tarot deck, and now we're going to look into your energy and also use Oracle to look into what talents you have, what makes you unique, where you can contribute to humanity. Remember to not force messages to resonate, and you are the one in charge of your own life choices. But if the reading you picked doesn't sound like you at all, then you might have not picked intuitively, so I recommend that you pick a different option. Alright, so we got a lot of cards for you, a lot more than I intended, which feels like there's a lot of messages for you. And yeah, here too. Oh my goodness. Okay, so starting with your energy, we have here the 3 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the 8 of Cups reversed. So with having a lot of cards, that does reflect self-expression, creativity, and a big caring heart. I feel that you are someone that wants to uplift others. You love working with others, whether it is in groups or one-on-one. And you might have specific talents with how here this Page of Cups is actually painting that cup, meaning that you could be a painter, you could be a filmmaker, you could tell stories, you could love doing DIYs and crafts and things with like flowers or scrapbooking or baking, anything really hands-on like that is pretty creative. And some of you might also have multiple talents with how we do have that creative vibe here, but then in this card, we have an active vibe, like being a champion of sports, whether that is cheerleading or aerobics, gymnastics, dance even, or other types of sports. You might be someone very active in your community as well, joining clubs, participating, volunteering already to important causes. Because of how we have this mom or this woman talking to the child, it's like not necessarily a mom, being an older sibling, being that adult figure that kids look up to. Working hard to be an exemplary leader, whether at work or at home or at school. And with having the Eight of Cups reversed, I see that you are someone loyal. You're not the type to change up jobs and like quit all the time and start new ones. You're also not the type to give up on friends or quit your projects. Like if you start something, you're going to finish it. You might even prefer comfort over going out all the time, traveling, partying. Or there is that nice balance here of being an explorer and being a homebody. With that beautiful energy of yours, your purpose for the world, for humanity, I see here that you're already on track. And see, these center oracle cards are encouraging you to continue being you and to keep going forward. Look at that. Because your light, you shine a beautiful light that others admire. How I was saying that they look up to you. And it's beautiful here how these two cards look very similar, where this woman is speaking to the creatures, showing how your voice is very respected and very powerful. Your purpose is to uplift your community, to uplift your friends, your family, your clients, your students, anyone who crosses your life. You're leaving a major footprint, even if you don't realize it. Look at this, how this person is running, and there's a footprint in this water, or what looks like water. It's some type of energy field. Your actions, your words, your pure essence is rippling out to your surroundings. Look at this here. Once again, here we have your aura. Your aura is powerful. And it does impact everyone around you, how this card says conscious connections. So for your purpose, it doesn't need to be complicated, because wherever you go, whatever you want to do, you bring in a great energy. In fact, your spirit guides and your ancestors are very proud of you. Look at this, keepers of the earth. It says you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Yes, your angel spirit guides, animal guides, all types of guides, ancestors, God, all of them are very proud of you. And the way that you can tell that you can actually receive signs is through all of these flying creatures. See how here we have this eagle, here we have the butterflies, here we also have butterflies, and here we have birds. And here we have fireflies. By the way, there's also a very powerful energy that you carry where you can heal people with your advice. How I was saying here, your words are very powerful, inspiring, and respected. People really listen to you. Even if you don't realize it, they learn a lot from you. And not only from your words can you carry that power of healing, but also with being around you, because of how we have this I relate in peace card. And it has these hands, like kind of looks like it's touching a table, but it's not really clear. But so this is showing your aura once again, your hands, your presence. Not only do you help people by your words and by being around them, but you also can help them through prayer or wishing them well. Just think of someone, think of the blessings you wish them, and it will be. They will be protected. They will receive blessings. And all of this will come back to you. Which, by the way, we do have here the Poised card reversed and the Chaos and Conflict card. So I feel like this is guidance for you to also turn towards yourself. That as much as you wish others well, remember to also turn this to yourself. If you need guidance, you can ask for it from your guides, from the universe, and from your family friends. Because you're there for so many people, they all cherish you. They want to be there for you too. You don't always need to be perfect. 33 is the number of community. And it's also the divine number, the Trinity number. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick a card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hey there, group 2. So you chose the Shadowscapes tarot deck. And now we're going to look into your energy, your talents, what makes you unique, and how you can contribute to the world. What could be your purpose? Remember to not force messages to resonate, and you are the one in charge of your own life choices. But if the reading you picked doesn't sound like you at all, then you might have not picked intuitively, so I recommend that you pick a different option. Wow, so I haven't looked at your energy yet, but the oracle cards have been very clear and standing out to me. I'm getting really strong entrepreneurial vibes from you, helping others also become entrepreneurs, follow their dreams, be abundant, be successful, and live a more peaceful life where it is on their terms and they're no longer financially worried. But let's look at your energy first. So we have here the Ace of Wands reversed with 5 of Cups, Judgment also reversed, and the Moon card. So I see here that you have possibly actually already experienced certain losses, or because of how we have the 5 of Cups, which is a card of looking at the past and your mistakes, kind of dwelling on that, kind of regretting making those mistakes, wondering where things went wrong and why you let them happen that way. Perhaps you had to put certain projects down because of how we do have the Ace of Wands reversed. It's like a fire that was lit, but it's now put down. Maybe you did reach a time in your life where you were feeling down. The spark is kind of gone, losing inspiration or feeling a bit of a creative block. Perhaps questioning whether you're on the right track, questioning whether you should have done all of these choices, whether you should pursue entrepreneurship, unsure of what the future holds, worried over that mystery, over not knowing things, over not knowing if you can pull through and what would the outcome be. While for others of you, I get a kind of different vibe, a kind of different story where the losses you've experienced might not be related to career because of how this is a Cups card, meaning more of a personal life, emotional events that have affected you. So there is a feeling of loss in your personal life. And here, this fairy is actually taking her fish over to the ocean, like letting go, letting them live without her. Or in a general sense, letting go of what you cherished most. For whatever reason, that would be for you. And then you might have turned towards building up your empire because of how in this image, the mushrooms here actually look like gold, like collecting your coins for a better future and doing this alone, since here we have 2 foxes, or three foxes actually, reflecting, threes are a community or family. And then from there, we have just the one, and the one. But without you realizing, perhaps, you still have very protective angels and spirit guides watching over you. This reading got very deep, but as for your purpose, entrepreneurship is a business that helps people to also be uplifted, towards a level of success where that's where you're headed or that's where you are, this is a great purpose to follow. All of these cards, I take them as that for others. Like how the not for you card here, this is kind of showing the vibe of having a job, but then leaving that job and seeking something more emotionally fulfilling and perhaps even more secure than a job, where people have more control over their own lives, over their own schedules, which is shown here with this flexible card being reversed. When it is right side up, I would have taken this as people that are not in charge of their schedules, where they have to be available for work on work's terms, and therefore being stuck in a maze, or as you would call it, paycheck to paycheck. And there's something within you that can actually help people change up their lives, how I've been saying here. You can provide people with their breakthroughs in wherever they lead, wherever they follow their dreams. You can provide people with the guidance to abundance, because here in this card we have, it says here, I offer words of good intent. This is showing me that your communication, your words, or anything that has to do with words, like teaching, writing, audio, podcasts, or with whatever you create, can set flight to people, can give them their wings with the tools to create this abundance in whatever niche you are in. For example, how I was saying here, it could be writing, or in this image, how they're farming. Perhaps it has to do with food or gardening or the home. Or since this man here is doing a labor job, it could be that rather than teaching, you provide the jobs or the pathway towards this abundance. Perhaps with how we have the play card here, this could reflect a influencer type of niche, or with the trust your path card, influencer in travel or manifestation, where you show people how to do these things and how to monetize their interests, even providing inspiration, motivation for them to persevere, which is shown here with the diving for light card and after the storm. Because the after the storm card shows how there will be obstacles in your way and in everyone's way. There's always obstacles in whatever goals we have, whether it is to get a job, get a career, get a school, get a car, have kids. But you might provide the honesty that people need to hear to keep going, to know the truth over how much work is actually needed, and providing the answers as to how to overcome certain obstacles, like sharing your own experiences, where let's say you made mistakes, so then you show others how to avoid those mistakes. This is bigger than just you making money or succeeding in your entrepreneurship path, because of how when you teach or provide these opportunities, these resources, these jobs, these pathways, these answers, then you're helping not just the people that are learning from you, following you, working with you, you're also helping their future and their families, their future generations. That's why you also got the card here, number 11. 11 and 1. Ooh, 111. So ones are the numbers of angel guidance, that you're on the right path, that you need to trust the outcome. But 11 is the life path number of light workers. Whether you resonate with that, and so you're going to be teaching something spiritual, or in a general sense, what you do helps others more than you could imagine. And as you do look at how you can serve the world, you'll see abundance will flow your way. By the way, on a final note, it does also look like you might work with a divine counterpart, because of how we have these two seahorses here that reflect the energies of like twin flames, soulmates, lovers that unite and create a power couple, and will then together combine their talents and ideas to help the world even more. By the way, you are also being reminded to not overwork, not fall into the toxic hustle mentality, because you've got here a lot of play cards. We've got this play card, and then underneath here we have this poised card reversed, which is one I take as not needing to be perfect, not needing to be successful, everything all in the beginning. It takes time. There will be challenges and you can pull through them. You don't need to know all the answers or pretend to know all the answers either. And here we've got passion and pleasure. And here we've got releasing allegiances. So once again, this is about releasing the hustle mentality because of how we have these bees here. This will tire you out or distract you from being present in your everyday life, in your family, in meeting this love, in enjoying the fruits of your labor. Because why are you working so hard? Yes, to help people. That is beautiful, but you don't need to sacrifice yourself for everyone. And yes, to be financially secure, but also with that, how this card says, savor your life. Otherwise, the purpose turns or risks turning into just being focused on making more money and just living for money. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you'd like to wow too. For more pick a card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos, since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hey there, Group 3! So you chose the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, and now we're going to be looking into your energy, talents, uniqueness, along with where that could be contributed into the world as your purpose. Remember to not force messages to resonate, and you are the one in charge of your own life choices. But if the reading you picked doesn't sound like you at all, then you might have not picked intuitively, so I recommend that you pick a different option. Very interesting energy here. I sense a lot of creatives because of this card, Shock of the New, with how it has these music elements here, these flowers, her makeup, and then perhaps especially for singers because of how we have the Softly card here. See how it has this like energy vibrating from her mouth. And both of them look like starlets, which is then emphasized here in the Don't Dim to Fit In card. So I've got an interesting vibe here from you. But first we're going to start with who you are, what is your energy, your talents, and your uniqueness. We've got Ace of Swords reversed, Two of Swords also reversed. Oh no, Cups, Two of Cups. The Four of Wands, oh no, Six of Wands, sorry. And the Four of Wands and the Five of Wands. So I do sense here that perhaps you have a lot to say, but you don't say it. You hold back. You might fear over hurting others, or you might worry over what others would think of you. You might be shy. Maybe people have actually bullied you or made fun of you for any type of self-expression. And so you're keeping yourself on the low, not standing up for yourself, perhaps even afraid of following your dreams. And since people might have told you how your ideas were not so great, or told you to stop, or made fun of your talents, then you might have adapted that mentality and figured you're just gonna fail if you try. Well, these cards are telling you otherwise. They are telling you that you need to stop letting people get to you that you need to express yourself. You have a lot to express, so much beauty to share, so much beauty to create. You are meant to be a rebel and even be different in the way that you express yourself, because often in the music industry, for example, or the entertainment industry, people go into those things for fame, not really for an actual purpose. And personally, my favorite music artists are the ones that have a different vibe, that are standing for something bigger, like expressing human rights or expressing environmentalism and peace, or self-love or community. You have a new voice and a new story to tell that is very much needed in the world. You are being encouraged here with these cards, in fact. Look at that. Go slow, take time, expand your horizons, and success expands in your life. Gates of triumph. There is triumph ahead. There is success waiting for you. And there is a light waiting to shine, that as you put yourself out there, as you explore, you'll gain that spark for life that will not be able to be tamed. And by exploring, I mean that you can do what it kind of looks like here, literally travel, or you can start from home, start doing research, start educating yourself, improving your skills, and saving up so that when the opportunity comes, you can travel. But nowadays, with technology, we don't need to go to the entertainment centers of the world to be successful, to be noticed. See, that is why you have this card here, by the book reversed. You don't need to follow the rules, be traditional in the way that you achieve success, in your next steps, in what past people have done. Sure, back in the day, people went to castings or got an agent, often this being reliant on succeeding because you were chosen, succeeding because an outside source said so. Nowadays, we can succeed on our own terms and at our own pace. It might feel like there's lots of competition out there, but as you can see, there will always be new success stories out there, especially because actually the media thrives off of new stories. They need new people coming up. So you're really gonna need to think of new ways to make it, to show your talents. For example, if you really don't want to be the face of the music industry, then you can just be the writer and send your songs to get paid for them. Or if you can't go to school for acting or music, there are tons of free YouTube videos and relatively low-priced online courses by professionals. You can also save up for those. Take them one at a time. There's no rush. And how this card talks about softly, being soft with yourself. This is about having compassion for yourself, understanding that you're different, loving that about yourself, not needing to pretend to be anything that you are not. Because there is power in a calm, quiet presence, just like there is in a loud and bold entertainer. You'll just need to use different set of tools to navigate your way. So I feel like this mending card being reversed shows that your guides, your angels, they want you to know you don't need to be fixed. You are right exactly as you are. But do also remember that your body is sacred. This card here says, I regard all altars with respect. So this is like treating yourself and your body as an altar, respecting yourself by setting boundaries for what you don't tolerate, because you are just as valuable as everyone else. And the way you would cherish and protect what you love, treat that to yourself too. Take care of yourself as you would what you love. And with having this card along with the community card reversed, I feel like that's how you can elevate what you do towards a bigger purpose, where you actually share or communicate the message of uniting different cultures, uniting the world, showcasing the beauty of everyone's stories, including yours. For example, rather than being ashamed by your cultural background, this could be a part of you that opens people's eyes, opens people's mind to something they didn't know. Perhaps even telling stories around the injustices in your country or others' countries, in your country or all over the world. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick a card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hey there, group 4. So you chose the White Sage Tarot deck. And now we're going to look into your energy, your talents, what makes you unique, and how you can contribute to the world, as in what could be your purpose. Remember to not force messages to resonate, and you are the one in charge of your own life choices. But if the reading you picked doesn't sound like you at all, then you might have not picked intuitively, so I recommend that you pick a different option. Alright, so you got the most cards out of all the piles so far, and I'm already sensing here a very powerful connection. You could possibly be a psychic, a medium, you could also do tarot, you could be a light worker, you could resonate with being a starseed, you could be seeking higher spiritual knowledge and have a connection with other worlds, aliens, galactic beings, or you will be learning this, you're realizing this about yourself, perhaps going through a spiritual awakening because of this transformation card that says here, a fresh new way of living emerges. And the reason I'm sensing this very powerful energy within you is because you have the Council of Light card that says divine orchestration and helpers in these subtle realms. Also underneath it, it has Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. And then you also have the I regard all altars with respect card, which is showing that divine connection and how having an altar could be very helpful for you, kind of like what I have here. Then you also have these other cards that I deeply connect with, showing what I experienced. So you could be going on a similar path. And as for your energy, look at this. We have King of Cups. Oops, I'll pick this up in a little bit. King of Cups, 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups reversed, and 4 of Wands also reversed. So here, having all the Cups card, 3 of them out of 4, this is showing also your divine connection because water is very healing. It's very purifying. It's like a portal between worlds. And water is very magical. It holds energy. It holds memories. So you are someone very magical, even if you haven't realized it just yet. You are someone highly in tune with your heart and your intuition. You could also be someone with a big imagination and big dreams. Even right there, we do have the Imagine card, card number 20, and the Time for a Nap card, card number 24. You know, napping, sleeping, dreaming. And so with that, you have this strong imagination and this strong intuitive heart for the purpose of elevating the world. Your future actions will shock people, like how this is talking about here. Shock of the new, card number 6. And not in a bad way, by the way. Like shock people as in shock them awake to also live out their passions, their true dreams, to also choose themselves, to also spread compassion and love and light and live in peace, choose peace and happiness, to wake up to the injustices of the world so that we can transform it. See, here we have the card Dream a Beautiful Dream, number 19, which shows here how much you will impact the world as you open up to channel, to be God's vessel, to be a creator on earth with divine guidance, to spread higher knowledge, spread the messages from ascended masters, which perhaps you might sense there is one that wants to specifically communicate with you. For example, for me, that is Mother Mary. And I do want to do some research about the rest of them to get to know them. I sense with these cards being reversed that perhaps you've been a little bit lost in life, like you've felt this, you feel the connection to earth, you feel the connection to humans, and you feel that there is something you need to be a part of, but perhaps you haven't known what it is. And traditional jobs haven't been fulfilling for you. They don't call your attention, or you feel taken for granted, crushed down by society, at work, at school, even at home, because of how we have here the card Don't Dim to Fit In. And so this is actually asking you, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? You need to break the chain. Those are patterns that you have learned from your parents and society, and they have learned from their parents and their society, and they have learned from theirs, and it keeps going and going. Every generation has their rebels, and those rebels are rewriting the future. Every generation is also becoming more compassionate, because back in the day, it was normal to throw rocks at people. It was normal to burn them at the stake. It was normal to cut their heads off, to go into battle, to even watch. But nowadays, we are more empathetic. We cringe when we see people hurting. We want to help. And every person, every day is making a decision for the future, because some people do retreat from pain. They hold it tight, and they might even want others to feel their pain. While stronger, more enlightened individuals will not want others to experience the same pain and feel an urge, a deeper urge to break free. So this is a purpose you can take on, where you are honoring yourself and you are honoring the divine. Look at this. Both of these cards have pyramids. So by doing shadow work and healing yourself, healing your traumas, breaking free from what you've been taught that is holding you back from your truth, you're opening up to become that direct channel to source, to be able to help humanity. Even this card is talking about that right here. It says, finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So you are being called here to open up, how I was saying, with the healing, the shadow work that you do on your own. Especially for those of you that are just awakening to this, it's important to separate yourself, to learn how to protect your energy, to understand yourself so that you realize you're actually powerful, that you can't be taken down, that being an empath is not a curse, and gain the spark, the inspiration to want to shine, to not want to dim. You will be needing this isolation to gain clarity, to make space for their guidance, to nap and re-energize. Kind of like how babies are, when they're born, they sleep a lot because they've just gone through some huge trauma to be born. They've materialized from a soul, from a spirit to this physical body. From a tiny little bean to a full bundle of life that breathes, that has a beating heart and electric energy in their nervous system, adapting into a whole new world, learning from it. So through this process, they need a lot of sleep for future energy. That is the same with you. To develop your psychic or intuitive gifts, to take on the energies of the world, and elevate everyone through their own challenges. My phone ran out of storage, so I don't remember the last thing I said. But I was gonna mention that you can also channel this wisdom, this knowledge through your creative pursuits. For those of you that are creatives, you can educate your audiences, you can inspire them and enlighten them, and spread the wisdom of love and kindness and compassion with your creativity. Because your creative ideas are gifts that are meant to be shared. Here we have the exchanging gifts card. And in it, there's a little fairy that is coming out of a gift box. Like if the little fairy was hidden, and you need to let out what you're hiding. The world needs your ideas, no matter how bizarre you might think that they are. And another way to take those ideas up a level is by also spreading this information. The information that we are all one and that we are all guided. That we need to unite and create communities, not separate and be self-absorbed and only fending for ourselves. That we need to protect the weak, protect the earth. The more of us can actually believe that the world can be happy and beautiful, the more likely it can happen. Because just like water feels our emotions, so does the planet. And since we're all united, we're all one, we're all made with energy, then that is why we all feel each other. Even if it's hard to describe, even if it's not physically seen. Which, by the way, with what I'm saying, it doesn't mean that everything needs to be happy dandy, because there are always challenges in life and light can't exist without the dark. But what we can do is work together to help each other out, to help each other overcome that darkness. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick a card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos, since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hey there, Group 5. This reading is for you if you chose the Sun and Moon Tarot deck. And now we're going to be looking into your energy, your talents, what you can bring to the world, and how you can turn that into a purpose. Remember to not force messages to resonate, and you are the one in charge of your own life choices. But if the reading you picked doesn't sound like you at all, then you might have not picked intuitively, so I recommend that you pick a different option. I'm really excited for your reading because we've got a lot of leadership cards. Here we've got a community of people, here we've got what looks like a student, here we've got the actual leader card. And with your tarot cards, we do have 2 knights, which are also leaders. And they stand up for their cause, for their leader, for their community. So here with tarot, we have Prince, which is the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit reversed, the Princess, which is Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and we also have the last 2 cards here, 7 of Cups and the Star card reversed. So I sense that you also are very humble people, because the Star card being reversed and how you have the energy of knights rather than kings shows how you like being a part of something where everyone is listening to each other. You also listen to everyone. You take criticism, you take input, you value feedback, you listen to what needs to be done, to what needs to be fixed. You stand up for others, and you stand by your values as well. See, we have here the bull, and then here we have the lion. So you have the power of a leader, but you don't need to be the leader. You don't need to be the face. You might not even be seeking millions, like to become rich. But with having the 7 of Cups, you do have lots of ideas, and you might still have some pretty big dreams. The Page of Swords, by the way, shows how you're great at communication. You're great with words, with charisma, with understandings, negotiations. People listen to you. And with the Hermit being reversed, perhaps you actually surprise them with how wise you are and how much you know and how unique your ideas could be sometimes. You're also the type of person here that elevates others. I can sense that from you. So if you're a part of a team and your team wins, you're not the one that's going to just take the reward. You're going to also shout out everyone else that was a part of it and make them feel great for their contributions. So here, with what your purpose could be, are a few different things. You could be a teacher. You could start a nonprofit of your own or participate in one. You could open up a sanctuary of some kind, with how here we do have the Finding Sanctuary card. So this could be a sanctuary for the homeless, a sanctuary for animals, a sanctuary for kids. This actually shows how there could be people you help that are lost. See, this card says Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, and the original lightworkers. So this could mean, like, if there are people that are lost out there, as in lost with what to do with their lives, or lost as in not able to get a job, or also how I said homeless, then you could be that leader that guides them, that warrior for them. Look at that, warrior woman. So you've got a lot of power here to help these people with your ideas. And with how you have a great communication, a great leadership that is not overbearing, that is able to gather people together, this could be very beneficial to our society as well, because here we have these 2 cards, Why reversed and Regeneration reversed. Here, I take it as like the injustices of the world. This is where it's taking me to, where there are, for example, natural disasters, and maybe their government can't really, or chooses not to be supportive of this to rebuild, or in systems that need to be broken down and rebuilt to work for the people, not for the money, for the rich. This card here, the number 9, What Do You Feel card, is bringing you up, or bringing light to where you feel very angry, or where you feel very sad or hopeless. That is where they need you. That is where you can educate yourself to then educate others, to be the answer. Because trust me, you will be able to build a community, and these cards are showing that as well, confirming that. Here, this one says, I achieve with integrity. And this one says, I act respectfully of others. So here there's a community, and here there are 2 hands working to create this magic here. So in your purpose, you will need people. You will also need boundaries to decipher between people with not great intentions and those that actually want to help. And you will also need to gain that awareness of self so that you're not reactive either. To understand that other people's problems are not your own, the weight of the world is not your own, that obstacles in your way are directing you towards something better, not working against you, and that the people you cross paths with might be those that are dealing with hard situations in their life. And everyone also has their own different perspectives. So of course, it's normal to not always be understood. This whole message was because of this card that says the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. You can even be that exemplary for others by overcoming these obstacles of your own so that others see how you overcome them. Maybe even telling your own life experiences, your own stories, so that others can take lessons from them. Throughout this journey, always remember to keep on shining bright. To not help what does not want to be helped, because that would take your time and energy away from where you can best serve. And you can't be forcing help onto people. And to connect with Source for guidance. Connect with your angels, your spirit guides. In any times of stress, have your own little sanctuary where you can go for clarity. And take care of yourself as well with how she's holding here an apple and an orange. Your health, your well-being is very important to be able to keep this going. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick-a-card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hey there, Group 6! So you chose the Star Spinner Tarot deck. And now we're going to be looking into your energy, your talents, how you can contribute to the world, as in what could be your purpose. Remember to not force messages to resonate, and you are the one in charge of your own life choices. But if the reading you picked doesn't sound like you at all, then you might have not picked intuitively, so I recommend that you pick a different option. Wow, you've got some beautiful cards, and it all connects with your friendships, your family, your relationships, because of how we have here this card with two girls, this card with a male and female, and this card with two owls. So relationships will be very important in your life, and perhaps also in the lives of those you help. Because I'm getting here some like life coach, relationship coach, self-love coach type of vibes. And things revolving around the family and children because of this card that actually talks about the first light, beginning a new cycle. So this one is giving me the feeling of a baby. And so perhaps some of you being doctors, nurses, or how I've been saying here, helping people and their children and their future generations. Perhaps even providing resources for them to figure out situations in their life. But I'm totally getting ahead of myself. First, let's start with your energy. So here we have the cards, 7 of Swords, 8 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles reversed, 5 of Pentacles also reversed, and the Lover's card also reversed. So this does show that perhaps you might have experienced difficulties with your relationships in life, and that's why you might actually be studying how to overcome this. Like you might be studying how to do shadow work, how to do healing. You might be studying psychology to understand society, people, to heal from any childhood traumas. You might even be studying about yourself, doing self-development work so that you can be ready for a partner to manifest your dream life, your dream love. See, the Seven of Swords kind of shows that either certain people that you cherished left your life or kept secrets from you, took something from you, some things you could have held dear. And the Five of Pentacles is the card of being left alone, being left out, being disappointed, reminiscing over these painful memories. But it's a good thing that it's reversed because it's showing how you're doing work through this. You're getting to understand yourself. You might be someone that doesn't see your true power just yet because of how we have the Queen of Wands reversed. That is such a kind soul. I mean, even here, she's hugging a little bunny. The Queen of Wands has a fiery spirit. She has big dreams and passions. But when it's reversed, perhaps it shows that bit of a lower energy or like some self-worth issues. Or for others, due to your past, you could be the type of person that is actually very defensive and reactive, being the one that actually pushes people away so you're not the one that's left alone. And the Eight of Wands perhaps shows how you might not feel like you have a home or some sense of safety, like you're always out and about. That's the interesting energy I'm actually feeling from that card here. Or you would want to leave your home so you don't have to deal with any toxic energy anymore. And the Lover's card being here, even though it's reversed, since we also have all of these partner type of cards, they show how you are someone very lovable. You are someone with a loyal heart. This card could have been reversed because the way I shuffle the cards in this deck is also with reversals, but it's not reversed. It's right side up. So I see here that throughout these difficulties, you do want union, and you also want to help others feel union, feel love, which turns into your purpose. Because see here, we have the card Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. This is what you can do. You can create heaven on earth for yourself and for others. And under it, we actually have the Star Mother card that says, how can you mother yourself? Along with Soul Family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. See so many beautiful friendship and family and soul partner vibes here. First, it starts with accepting your situation. How this says, I am accepting and forgiving. So you can let go of that energy. Forgiving and accepting doesn't mean that what people have done to you was right. It doesn't mean you're forgetting it. It doesn't mean you're cutting them some slack. It just means that you are not going to carry that negative energy with you forward. So as you learn this through your own healing, then you can go out and help others. You can possibly help others to do their healing so that they manifest their dream partner, how this says, power of attraction. You can also look into doing spiritual healing, since we do have a hand here and she looks like she's in water. And there's also this energy bubble that's making me think of Reiki and energy work and the chakras. With how I was talking here about a baby, perhaps you can also be like a type of sex coach or intimacy coach, helping people bond and go through the process of having a baby. And how I was talking about this card, fork in the road, with helping people make decisions during important milestones in their lives. That's like how kids going to college, maybe you provide resources that help the process be easier, or you also prepare them for their new education, for their graduation, prepare new parents to navigate the parenting world. You can even teach people concepts, wake them up to certain issues in the world like bullying or suicide or racism, any type of very heavy topics that need to be challenged. Since here we have the card, break the chain. And this one is talking about ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. What patterns continue today from the past that need to change? How can we become better people? With this card here, how it looks like it's a mirror or a woman reflecting herself, even though it says conscious connections. But yes, she's reflecting herself, being conscious of our own choices, of our own mindset, of our own pasts, and how we can change the future. Even learning to accept ourselves, our natural beauty, our natural flaws. Accept ourselves as we are, not try to pretend to be anything perfect. Learn to reconnect with our family and friends. Which, by the way, to complete your reading, I do want to mention that because of the fact that you have all of these reflective cards, it does show that at some point in your life, if you haven't already, you could meet your divine counterpart, because you guys are meant to work together to also help the world even more. Like, you're a power person, and then there's another power person. Imagine how much impact that would be. So, what stood out to you in the reading, and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you'd like to wow too. For more pick-a-card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos, since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching, and see you next time!